Hey Facebook, how are you on this beautiful Monday night? I don't know if any of you in Columbus stopped to see the sunset, but I almost got into a car accident. I hate to say it, but I was so amazed. I was so overwhelmed by the beautiful sky tonight. It was so pretty. So, we're gonna talk a little bit about life. We're gonna talk a little bit about pumpkin muffins. Really, we're not gonna talk too much about life, but I'm making my muffins. I posted within my stories yesterday that I made these. I'm on night 2 with these muffins. If any of you love some pumpkin, drop a 1 in the comments. If you like pumpkin muffins, drop a 2 in the comments. And if you like healthy food, drop a 3 in the comments. You know I like you blowing up these comments. I expect nothing less of you tonight. So, I already have my full pumpkin batter going. I do want to discuss how I look at a regular recipe and I transform it into a healthy recipe. Now, I know I have done this a few times in the past. I don't necessarily give away all my recipes anymore because they're time consuming, and I really do put like a lot of energy and time into creating low glycemic, high fiber, high protein treats because, you know, it's people want to be able to enjoy what they're eating and not feel like they're dieting, but still be able to maintain the physique that they want, feel good, not weighted down, not have the insulin, blood sugar spikes. So that's ultimately what I do with my recipes. They're all low glycemic, they're all high protein, high fiber, good healthy carbs. It's not Atkins, it's not keto, it's not paleo, it's not vegan all the time. Even though I'm vegan, I do not always do vegan recipes. But anyways, I digress like I always do. So the original recipe I saw was in the Kroger brochure. You know, like, do any of you guys shop at Kroger? Let me know. Like, do you guys like Meijer? Do you like Kroger? Where do you find the best deals? Drop it in the comments where your go-to grocery store is, because everyone's looking for deals. People within my group are always asking me where I go. I don't shop too much at nutrition stores. Like, I have a few. I go to Raisin Rack for a few. I do go to Whole Foods from time to time because I'm obsessed with their almond butter. If you guys have had Whole Foods almond butter, like freshly ground almond butter, drop the tongue emoji in the comments because it is unreal. And if you've never had almond butter, do not try regular jarred almond butter. You need to go to Whole Foods, get the freshly ground almond butter, give it a go, and let me know what you think, because I was floored. So, and if you don't know what I'm doing right here, I know you can't see, but like they're perfectly circular. And one of my amazing ladies that watches, Joanne, you're the one that actually told me about this, because I'm sitting there trying to scoop it out like in a regular spoon, and I'm trying to like pluck it off with my fingers. She's like, you know, there's a better, more efficient way of doing that. And it's like a perfectly cute little circle. So I do listen to my lovely viewers, if you will. So I appreciate all the input. But yeah, so anyways, let's get back to the recipe. I saw it in the Kroger little brochure, and it was just for like a breakfast pumpkin muffin. I think it was what it was titled. If any of you do look at those recipes, they are not the healthiest. I don't know if I've ever seen a healthy recipe. And then, you know, behind it, there's little coupons for whatever like ingredients are within the recipe. So the first ingredient within that recipe was white flour. Now, you all know that I am like anti-white flour. There is no reason to have white flour. I mean, some of you might think I'm just way too uptight, but there are so many other options, So what did I do? I took white flour out and I put in oat flour. Now, I know my light is like shining bright, but my gluten-free oat flour, I've tried to eliminate as much gluten lately as I could because I didn't know why. I was kind of uncomfortable, getting bloated, and then I looked to the food I was eating and I'm like, okay, maybe it's the gluten, I don't know. So gluten-free oat flour. And unfortunately, I can't give you the exact proportions, but you get my gist. So the next ingredient, of course, was sugar. I think it was brown sugar. So I always sub out sugar for my stevia in the raw. Now, there are different types of stevia. There are knockoff brands. There's Truvia. I saw one at Meijer. It was like stevia in the real or something. I don't even know what it was. But I'm curious, do any of you use stevia in the raw? If you do, go ahead and drop stevia in the raw in the comments, because I just feel like everyone should know, and if you don't, then you need to give it a try. So it's always in the green bag, or you can get the individual packets in, it's a green box. So I use that in place of the brown sugar. There was absolutely no protein whatsoever in these muffins, so I always try to find a way to plug in some additional fiber and protein. So I went ahead and used my vegan protein powder that I get at Costco. It's the vanilla organic, it's Orgain brand, I think, in superfoods. So I incorporated that into the recipe. I also swapped out the half a cup of canola oil. Half a cup, I mean, this is only making, this batch I think made 20 mini muffins. And in just 20 mini muffins, which would be like 12 regular size muffins maybe, a half a cup of canola oil. And then, so I subbed that out, and then I put in coconut avocado. Sorry, my light is just in full effect. But yes, so it's a combination coconut and avocado oil. I'm obsessed with this combination. And if you guys saw the whole debacle over coconut oil being poison for the body, let me know in the comments, because that was absolutely ludicrous, in my opinion. One of my friends, Kevin, sent me the link when it was like first, aired. And he's like, what do you think about this? And I'm like, this woman is crazy. Like everyone, I mean, we're all a little crazy, let's be honest. But I mean, someone that's just saying that because the saturated fat is so high, it's poison for our body. It's all relative. So we need to look at everything else that we're consuming, and then we can look at the coconut oil. Yes, if we're consuming nothing but animal fat and we're like gnawing on the piece of bone with like the gristle coming out, and then we're consuming like straight butter all day and bacon and cheese, and then we're adding coconut oil to the top of it, yeah, that might be poisonous, because the rest of the crap we're putting in our body is too. So do not think that. I'm going to do a separate live on the benefits of coconut oil, because I think it's important for you guys to know. But it's good for using, okay? So I swapped out canola for the avocado / coconut oil. You could just use regular coconut, avocado oil, but very, very good oils for baking. Then there were 2 eggs. So yesterday I used 2 eggs, but tonight I'm going full throttle, full vegan, and we're using the neat egg, okay? So there we go. Neat egg. So basically the only 2 ingredients in the neat egg, chia seed, garbanzo bean. That's it. So you basically do a tablespoon of this, 2 tablespoons water, mix it up. The texture is very similar to an egg, and that's it. I mean, it's spot on. You can just swap it egg for egg, so it's cool. Then buttermilk was in the original recipe. I'm talking, you guys, this is like full fat, dense as can be, and I don't know how delicious these things were, but I mean, they were full fat, that's for darn sure. So I swapped out the buttermilk for unsweetened almond milk, okay? I mean, buttermilk is just, why? It's just for the fat? I don't know. So swap that out. And then pumpkin. I don't know. I just did like a Facebook or a Instagram live, so I don't know which ingredients, if I already said this. But the pumpkin, got this from Costco. You get a 6-pack of the organic pumpkin for less than $7, Steel Central. So check it out. This time of year, you're probably going to want to stock up, because there's a lot of pumpkin recipes to be made. So put that in there, and then a little baking soda, a little bit of pumpkin spice, a little bit of cinnamon, And what else was there? I think that was it. So you just mix, 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 and you just scoop, scoop, scoop. And we're about to bake, bake, bake. And I'm hoping these turn out to be a little bit better than the ones yesterday because I tweaked it a little bit, just a little bit. That's like the trick. It's tricky with baking because there's like a legit science to it. You gotta have just enough of this, just enough of that to make it rise, to not make it too, moist, to make it too dense, to make it too whatever. So we're gonna try it again. We're gonna see. But yesterday, they turned out to be better than what I expected. There wasn't as strong of a taste as I wanted. That's why I'm remaking tonight, and that's why I'm doing my full-on vegan. So we can do it. We can do it, because the only thing yesterday that made it non-vegan was the fact that I used regular egg, and I didn't use the neat egg. So I don't see how it's gonna be any worse than yesterday. But yeah, so I think I managed to get 21. Okay, so that's it. And to talk about life doesn't always go as planned, my friends. It doesn't go as planned. But we cannot let that ruin our focus, okay? So I had plans this weekend, and I thought my life was heading here, and then it was heading here. So we're not gonna go into the specifics, but all I'm saying is that you are in control of what happens to your life. And if things in the outside world aren't working the way that you thought they were gonna work, that's okay. It just catapults you in a different direction, right? So stay focused, stay on track, stay motivated, and watch that darn video that I posted this morning because it had me amped up. So that's all I have for you tonight. Drop some love in the comments. If you found this video helpful, drop it in the comments, share with whoever. You guys know I am asking for your help in spreading the word because I like to spread health and balance and wellness and everything. So have a good week, and I will talk to you all very, very soon.